Probably
Same
isn't
thing.
anything.
I think that's like,
The line here, so we'll see how many players they put up on the line. Let's see what decision Moline comes up with here. Before the timeout, number 44 on Benet, that's Dean D on one of the linebackers.
it is. It's the camera,
7 punch.
which I don't think we want that. Wait.
Probably isn't anything.
What do you think of the call, Sam? They're going to number one. What do you think?
Yeah. Penalty number 1?
Punt to number 1.
Oh, 2 number 1.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a concern. I think it's a good call at this point with the way
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about
Somebody talking to Mike.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
We have something. I think it's just the camera audio. That's something. Now, why are we getting that?
And now let's welcome to the field your Benet Academy marching band. Our marching Red Wing are the Chicago Catholic Varsity working marching band. Marching band
I'm
has
the
continued
coach because they were doing drills and I'm like, I'm not gonna
entertaining audiences for generations.
yeah, well, they're pregame stuff at
The
least.
continued
Yeah.
direction so you did a drum majors, Ted Tracy and Taylor Watson of the Benet
I did postgame JV and pregame.
Friday
I
Night
did both,
Football with their 2024 marching show, Friday Night Lights. Let's welcome our Benet Academy marching band.
Somebody in the YouTube chat's like, use the half, fix the sound. It's like, yeah. You know, I mean, he's not wrong. He or she is not wrong. I'm just trying my best.
My buddy texted me and goes, can't hear shit. I was like, thanks, man.
I had somebody call you up by name, like, I want to hear my guy Sam. I always said, Sam and Jerry doing great in the booth. And I promise we're going to get him back. It was Z Studios or something.
He works.
I think we have camera audio. Right? His mic didn't pick anything up. But that's not what we, and it's something.
Yeah, it's something. How did you get that?
I literally, so I put it out, put it in, I unplugged this and plugged it back in and we got that news. Out of all things.
So, on our audio, now I know why. What's his face? Hammers us, but that's why because he's always
Is it in general or is it audio? You said? I did that too.
all right. So HD31.
Okay. Default, is it?
No, it's HD31. Okay, so we have HD31 input for audio.
band's on, so let's do that.
I'm just gonna try this. Use custom audio device, digital audio interface.
Go for it.
HD31. Since that's our source. I think I did this already. Oh shit, look at that.
Now, is that the camera or no?
No,
That's
this
just
is
the
it.
mic.
This is it, dude.
Here, just double check real quick. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Is it?
Oh,
Test 1 2.
tap it.
Tapping. No.
It's hard to tell. Because that band is so. Here, this has got a pretty Here, you might have a better touch than me. Can you set that to 8.1?
8.1.
Yep. And then check, check, check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Let's go on the stream and check that real quick.
Okay. Like just hear it on the stream real quick.
Ready?
Yeah. Do you want me to flip it back on and then we'll look?
Yeah.
And then, okay. Like get it on my phone, you mean? Okay, hold on. Now where's the
Yeah,
video?
to see if you hear the audio clean on the mic.
But the video's going. So it's fine on the broadcast, but. Okay, try it very well. This is long.
Please be my witness that
He didn't do anything. It worked.
All right, let's just start.
Relax. I think I will let you know about, but please give him an apology. You can tell him it's Andy's fault. I don't care. That's fine. You'd be surprised. They said it's working hands off. It said like 8-3.
All right, and then you don't, because otherwise we get
Yeah, that kind of feeling. I'm not going to do it legally. Okay, you want to see your money? Turn that down, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
21. I wish I could tell you what I did, because I didn't do it. I just do it there, I didn't do it 20 times before.
Just about a minute to go before the second half of action here at Benedictine University between Benet Academy and the Moline Maroons. Tied at 14 to the first 2 quarters of action. Sam Corbett and Jerry Baldwin on the call. Jerry's taking a quick second off, though. We've got Jack McGrath, our sideline reporter, back up here. Jack, what do you got?
Yeah, so Coach Pat New told Andy and I in our pregame interview that every single time he's played Moline over the past 5 years, it's been a battle. He was warning his guys, don't get too ahead of yourselves. Don't think this is going to be an easy game just because Bennett's dominated the matchup over the past few. So he's saying, can't take it too easy because every single time these two teams play, it's close, and so far we've seen that.
Yeah, 2023 was the odd year off. Thank you, Jack. The 31-point blowout in favor of the Red Wings, as Benet will be sending the ball towards the Maroons to start this second half. Deep boot fielded inside the 5-yard line across the far side of the field. It's the young man, Mark Carey, who has a hole across the far side, stepping up across the 25 and gets up just before the 30-yard line. But, Jerry, you take away this 31-point ball game from last year's contest. We took a look at some of the scores earlier, but dating back to 2018, all of these seemingly 1-score, 2-score games.
Yeah, and they don't get any closer than what we've seen tonight. So 14-14 going into the second half here. Jack was right on as far as the parity and how close these two teams have played over the years. And, yeah, this one's about as close as it can get. I love what Moline was able to do, score at the end of the first half late, now get the ball back with an opportunity to go up here in the second half. So, but, yeah, quite a ball game. It's really a pleasure to be here and be witnessing just a really close, competitive, well-played, well-coached game.
Looking to go 71 yards. They'll start by getting the first one. Short gain for Warren, the sophomore running back for the Maroons, 2nd and 9.
And Moline is doing exactly what they did in the first half. They're letting the offensive line control. They're running behind them, and they are going run first, pass second on their offense. And so far, so good. Couple of yards there, and they're ball controlling and they're running, and it's been very effective for them so far.
First half very full of methodical, slower drives. Some collision in the backfield. Quarterback Taylor collided with one of his running backs, and Bennett's going to make him pay, so he gets picked up and driven all the way back beyond the 25.
So this game's all about adjustments, and again, you see two well-coached teams playing here in a 14-14 game, and so much will depend on the adjustments that these teams both made at halftime. And Benet, being outran big time in the first half, seemingly are going to make some adjustments with regard to how to defend the run against Moline. And we're seeing it so far. 2 plays out of Moline, about 2 yards net. So whatever Benet is doing and whatever adjustments they made at halftime, for starters, they're putting 5 men on the line, and it has so far been effective for them.
Under center, Taylor fakes the handoff, rolls out far side, looking for a man across the 40, in and out of the hands. Intended for Nolan Ducey, who we've been talking about his name all throughout the kickoff game, throughout tonight. Very underutilized weapon as a receiver, but can't hang on there, and up comes 4th and long.
Yeah, well done. Pass was a little off. He was open. He would have been a little short. The coverage was strong, so it would have been interesting to see if he was able to get to the first down. He would have caught the ball a little short of the marker. If Benet was able to tackle effectively, they would have stopped him. So, but in any case, it is 4th and long, and Moline is setting up the punt, and a big stop for Benet to get the ball back and change the possession game now.
Benet return man set up, heels at his own 33, and a penny's going to fly. It's going to be a false start. This one against the Maroons.
Well, good break for Benet there. That's going to back the Maroons up even 5 more yards, potentially giving Benet better field position there. So big break for Benet.
Up comes now 4th and 14 after the penalty. Backs him up to the 25. Maroon punter set up at his own 12. Gets the snap off, nearly tipped at the line. Lower punt lands at the 50 and gets a slight Maroon roll. They'll watch it and down it at the Benet 41-yard line.
Yeah, good punt, fortunate roll. And I like the way the Benet defender was able to step away and just let that ball go. So real good field position here about the 41, 42-yard line for Benet. And we'll see how the second half starts off. They had good momentum ending the first half. Putting the ball through the air.
Yeah, and just look at how energetic this Benet sideline is after forcing the 3 and out. Very vocal here at home.
It's the blackout fans, Sam. Look at that crowd. We got a full crowd out here at Benet, and a lot of enthusiasm, and like I said, a big stop, and that gets contagious.
So here come the Red Wing offense. They'll start with a handoff to Radgowski. Across the middle, cuts up across the right side, has a hole across midfield. Radgowski, a foot race to the end zone. 10-5, touchdown. Martin Radgowski, 1 play, 1 score.
Great play design by Benet. They decided to go on the ground for the first play. Big hole through the middle. And Radkowski, as you said, was able to take it over 50 yards. Once he got into the open field, no one was going to be near him. So great run, great play call by Benet, and they jump up on the lead here.
Utilizing your offensive line. A huge hole. Radgowski, all he had to do was just get past behind the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely, and once he did, he turned it on, and there was no one catching him. So really big play by Benet. Like you said, 1 play, 1 score, and they are now in control.
58-yard rushing touchdown for Radgowski as the Benet fans in all black start chanting Marty, which, as a high school kid, having your name being chanted by all your classmates, that has to be a top 2 feeling.
Absolutely. That's one of the most flattering things you're ever going to encounter, and yeah, very, very cool and well earned on that play.
Daniel Flores looking to make this a 21-14 contest.
He's 2 for 2, looking to make it 3 for 3. He's been strong, putting him through the uprights on each kick. A lot of extra distance on there. Again, this is only 20 yards away, but he's been strong, and we'll see if he can build on it here.
First time kicking into the south end zone. The Maroons jump it. Good pressure off the edge, but Jack Sibley on the near side, moving a bit too early.
Well, that's going to make it a little bit easier for the Benet Academy, going half the distance to the goal. You know, at this point, Sam, I would begin to wonder now, if you're going to bring that half the distance, do you consider going for 2? Let's see if they decide to do that, because now you're looking at about the 1.5 yard line. Do you decide to go for 2 rather than 1?
Looks like they're going to decline the penalty and keep it there.
I like the conservative call, just something to think about. You know, when you only got 1.5 yards and your offensive line's controlling, do you do that? So, but I do like this, make it a 1 possession game.
Flores delivers a strike, 21-14. 10 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Still plenty of action here on Friday Night Lights.
Quick strike offense, 1 handoff, 1 touchdown. So, yeah, big play by Benet. Good stop on the defense, and they are up here 7-0 in the second half, 21-14 overall, and certainly off to a nice start here as we kick off the second half.
And just a slightly different overall feeling compared to the slow, methodical drives from the first half.
Yeah, for sure. Not a lot of possessions from each team in the first half, but again, a 50-plus yard run by Benet. That's going to shorten that drive, put up 7 quick points, and they'll take it all day.
From a 3-and-out to a one-play drive, Benet looks to pin the Maroons deep in their own territory once again, trying to keep building on this momentum here at home. A rather disappointing 2023, really disappointing last couple of years for the Red Wings. 4-5 in 2023. That was the same record the last 3 seasons for Benet Academy.
Well, they're right on the threshold. Like you said, you need 5 wins to get into the IHSA playoffs, and they've been just a game short each of the past few years. So hopefully this is their year to put it all together. If they are able to grab a win tonight, they'll go off to a 2-0 start, which would be a really strong start. So
booming kick, mishandled by Mark Carey inside the 2-yard line. And it'll be a touchback. Shaves 2 seconds off the clock. A lot of difficulty handling the ball after kickoff so far tonight. Seen a couple of different players have trouble maintaining possession.
Yeah, it's early in the year, and you don't know if it's the pressure from the players coming down on top of them. Bennett's getting good penetration down the field on the kickoffs, but still, those are balls that are repped and practiced during the course of the week, and they have to be caught. And it's like you talked about earlier. The 3 phases of the game. Special teams is as important as in any other phase, and these are things that are practiced and repped, and you've got to be able to make these catches and get these balls out for better field position for your offense.
This Maroon offense will start from the touchback at their own 20, right in the middle of the field. Taylor under center, fakes the handoff, rolls out near side, has a man across the 25. First down, room to work with. Bounces off a defender, flags fly, and Elijah Warren making his presence felt here in this second half. Flag is down around the 42-yard line, and there's a shaken up Benet defender as well. That's Sean McKeague.
We've almost flipped the scripts here, Sam. You see the Benet coming out running and Moline coming out passing, the opposite of what both teams did in the first half. So again, trying to make adjustments here as we head into the second half, and been effective for both of them.
Holding against Moline, they'll replay first down, so another big play that just gets erased from the board.
Wow, that is a huge play. That nullifies about a 20 to 30-yard gain.
Chain gang has to get all sorts of reacclimated. So they're going to credit the reception, but then negate the yards after the catch. So they'll bump it up to the 33-yard line on the near hash. First down. Under center, here's Taylor. And it's going to be a penalty against the Maroons. Number 52 on the offensive line jumped.
Well, the yards that they picked up on that play, they're slowly eating away at, so we're going to back them up another 5 here, make it a long 1st and 15.
Just over 9 minutes to go in this third quarter. Moline rarely penalized last year. Not a lot of penalties last week as well, but we've seen a lot of yellow fly tonight. This would be a give right up the middle. This gets poked out. Benet lands on it. Declan Walsh falls on it. This is something that Jack McGrath came up and talked a lot about earlier. It's the guys up front, the defensive linemen, ripping the ball out.
Yeah, you can see the aggressive nature that Bennett's playing with, and they're looking to punch that ball out. And
another penalty is down. It'll be
it appears to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Benet, but after the turnover.
Yeah, we're seeing some helmets being thrown on the near side. Joe Rohde, number 9 on Benet, just launched his helmet on the near side, so some frustration there.
Well, that's a big turnover, like you said, and a real strange turn of events here. So, yeah, they get the ball on the turnover. They're going to be backed up on the unsportsmanlike, but it will still be Benet ball on the Moline side of the field. So, big turnover for Benet Academy, and they are certainly in the driver's seat now if they can go down and put any points up on the board. a really competitive first half, but Moline kind of unraveling here in the second half with a turnover and a weak start to the defense with the 50-plus yard run by Benet Academy on the first play of the second half.
Yeah, Moline last year against Benet, 8 drives, 1 touchdown, 5 punts, a botched punt, and a blocked field goal.
Wow, not tough to win with that formula.
Kubacki in shotgun, dumps it off behind the line of scrimmage. Has a man, it's Luke Doyle, gets out beyond the numbers, gets a good chunk of change. Forced out of bounds right before that first down marker.
Yeah, nice screen pass, had a blocker out in front of him, was able to pick up close to 10 yards.
Second and short. Benet gets set at the line. On the far hash at the 42. 3 receivers on the near side for Kubacki. Running back at his hip. Faking the handoff. Running back picks up a blocker. Kubacki rolls out near side, looking for anybody deep down the field. Steps up, has a man across the sideline, thrown into traffic, and diving for it. Intended for Luke Wilds. Could have been a dangerous ball there. Plenty of Maroon defenders in the area, but again, threw it low enough to the ground where Wilds had a chance to dive for it.
Yeah, anytime you're thrown against the grain of your body, it's tough, and that's exactly what he was trying to do there. And he had a receiver open, but he was not able to do it. And again, it's hard when you're going one way and you're throwing back the other. It's not only a dangerous pass, but it's a hard pass to make accurately, and he just missed him by a little bit there.
After the incompletion, third down, as there's some issues with the clock. So the clock continued to run. Looks like they'll add about 10 seconds of time to the clock. Unfortunately, at the high school level, no microphones for the officials, so got to relay that message up.
Yes, yes.
Kubacki leaves Coach New's side, goes back to the line of scrimmage. Clock has been reset. They added 15 seconds from 6:25 to 6:40 now here in the third quarter. 2 receivers on the near side for Kubacki, fullback and a running back as well. This will be a handoff across the right side to Radgowski. Radgowski lowers the shoulder, bulldozes over a defender, and moves the chains.
A little bit of trickery there on the handoff. Nice run by Radkowski. It's going to pick up a Benet first down.
Getting closer and closer to red zone territory at the 33 now.
Daniel Flores in pregame warm-ups was clearing about 32 yards, by the way, so that would put the ball. They've got a little bit of ways to go still here, but they are in good position.
Quick catch and release pass over to his man across the near side. It's Luke Doyle. One man to beat, and he's into the end zone. Finding himself open, and then it was a foot race down the sideline.
Yeah, some real nice elusive running by Doyle there. Made 2 men miss in the open field and is able to bring it in for another 6. So Benet is definitely, the adjustments they made at halftime are proving to be very effective, and they are off to a great start here in the second half with a 2-possession lead now.
Doyle, a shifty move to evade that last defender, and then once he got to about the 15, just turn on that extra burner.
Absolutely. Good fundamental football here by Benet, looking to add on 1 more and be perfect on the extra points, and they are.
Flores once again drills it. Benet has now doubled the Maroons here in Lisle, 28-14.
Well, we'll see how Moline handles the offense coming in now. Now down by 2 possessions. You're not necessarily going to be able to, run the ball the way that they have been. They're going to need to put that ball up a little bit. But let's see what they can do on the offensive side. And Benet has certainly made some adjustments on defense, holding Benet to just a few, holding Moline to just a few yards so far here in the second half.
Do you think we might see a potential shift in how Moline starts calling these plays as we, start to see this game wind down? We haven't really seen Eli Taylor sling the ball deep down the field, maybe a time or two, but everything else has been a quick dump-off pass within that 5 to 10 yard range.
Yeah, they still have time to kind of control the ground, but again, you're right. As time goes by here, they're going to need to push that ball down the field and score quickly. So I think we will see a little bit of an adjustment by Moline here, but it'll be interesting to see how they play it.
2 return men back deep for the Maroons. They're both set up at the 3 yard line. This will be a shorter kick, fielded, nearly mishandled, but bouncing off and finding a hole. Well, it ain't pretty, but it still was a job. Number 25, Drew Vandevoort, backup running back and linebacker.
Yeah,
looks like he was going to catch it easily. It bounced right off the chest plate.
Yeah, they're, as you mentioned earlier, Sam, they're having a hard time making these catches, and they've been fortunate so far that nothing's gotten turned over, but they are having a hard time across the board making these catches clean, whether they be on punts or kicks. So certainly something that Moline can clean up on the special teams.
Still a good return from Vandevoort all the way up to the 30 after fielding the ball around the 12. Here's number 12, Eli Taylor, starting this drive with a handoff across the near side to Fredrickson. Fredrickson turns up field beyond the numbers, gets up to about the 35 before being shoved out of bounds. Up comes 2nd and medium. Pushed out of bounds as well. Clock will stop, and we're not at the point where we're worried about every second yet, but I'm sure that Moline's grateful every single chance that they get knocked out before clock's still running.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a big possession for them. It's a 2-possession game, still 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, so a lot of time, a lot of football to go. If they can put together a drive here and bring it within 1 possession, we still very much have a game. So they can still go with what they've been doing strong, which is controlling the offensive line and running the ball effectively. But, yeah, this is a big drive for them.
This will be a pitch across the left side. One of his favorite targets tonight, Warren, upfield, not nearly to the 50, but certainly enough to move the chains.
One thing Moline may consider is just, again, having these plays called in a little bit earlier and being able to get these plays off a little bit quicker. Not as much time in the huddle, not as much time looking at the sideline.
Credit Dean Mia on the stop, and a player is down, one of the Maroons. So we will step aside as that player gets tended to, and we will come back in a few minutes here on the campus of Benedictine University.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
It started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330.
Back to you.
Good to see the Maroon training staff help the player off on his own strength. So after the injury timeout, it's the Maroons. Not quite into Benet territory. First down at the 48. Faking the handoff. Taylor looking to throw. Pressure coming from all sides. Quickly dumped off and intercepted. Running over the quarterback. This could be a pick six for the second week in a row. Benet with an interception. And how about this story? It's the kicker, Nolan Ducey.
Well, you said how effective he is on both sides of the ball. He's kicking beautifully, and he just came up with a huge pick six that's probably going to put this game away. So huge play, great reception, and great run of about 50 yards down the field. So Benet now with a 3-possession lead. That's a great play by Ducey.
Jumping the route, getting in front of the receiver, and then the ability to come down and tiptoe your way and stay in bounds as well. All of that while delivering a hit on the lone defender. And then as soon as he realized that it was nothing but green grass in front of him.
That's some good football right there. That's a tough kid, and that's, again, great focus, great job on the catch, great job on the run, and big touchdown for Benet right there. So, yeah, Daniel Flores looking to go 5 for 5 here. He's kicked 4 through beautifully. Benet with a 34-14 lead now, and it has been all Benet here in the second half, folks. 2 turnovers for touchdowns. This will be 14 points off turnovers for Benet. Snap, kick, good again. So 5 for 5, and we have a 35-14 game in the favor of Benet. It has been all Benet here in the second half.
Important to note, that was the younger kicker, Michael Conway, in there. So maybe a bit of a bigger lead, start feeling comfortable testing out some new guys.
Thank you for, yes, that's a great check. Thank you very much. Yeah, so that is good to see. And it's good to see. I didn't see any difference, so that tells you got some little depth in the kicking spot. So that's a really good thing to have, especially depending
5:48 to go here in this third quarter. Boy, the first half went by in a blink, and this third quarter starting to feel a bit more like football.
It is. It was a lot of fun and so competitive in that first half. Every coaching decision mattered, and now we've seen just a second half just completely dominated by Benet. Again, 2 turnovers from Moline, both turnovers converted for touchdowns. So Benet has 14 points off turnovers, another touchdown on the first play of the second half, and a 21-point, laying out of some points here for Benet here in the second half, and a big 3-possession lead now. So. Yeah, now at this point, Moline pretty much will have to change their offensive style a little bit and definitely start putting the ball up in the air. If they've got any shot of coming back whatsoever, they're going to have to put the ball up, and they're going to have to try to get a couple of quick scores here.
You're going to have to, but at the same time, if you're Eli Taylor, I feel like your confidence is shaken a little bit after what just happened.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you want to set him up with some, some low-risk, high-probability type passes. Get his confidence back up, couple of screens, couple of shorter passes to get his confidence back up, and then maybe he can air one out down the field if the opportunity presents itself.
Strong kick. This will be returned by Mark Carey across the near side. He'll flip the field to the far side, has blockers in front of him, bouncing off one defender, juking through another, and staying in bounds all the way beyond the 40 to about the 45-yard line. Great return from Carey, the sophomore, trying to bring a spark of life to the away sideline tonight.
Yeah, that's a great start. I mean, that's one other method by which Moline can get themselves back in this game is through special teams, and a return like that will definitely help. Now they only have half a field to work with, so again, depending on a couple of quick strikes here, Moline can get themselves back in, but Benet is in a very much commanding 3-possession lead here with about 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
So we'll see Eli Taylor once again. And let's see how confident he is if he looks to air out any deep ball or if they go with their bread and butter. It's been a lot of inside runs tonight from the Maroons. This is an immediate pass to the near side to Marcus McQueen Jr. Breaks through the first tackle and forced out right around the 35-yard line in Benet territory.
So that's exactly what I was talking about, is you want to set him up with some low-risk, high-reward, high-probability type of passes, and a straight pass like that is going to get his confidence back up. It turned out to be a nice little gain. They're going to move the chains, move it into a first down situation. So, a couple more like that, get him back into the game, and, Moline can keep themselves in this.
And another play where, again, you get out of bounds. Obviously, the new set of downs would have stopped the clock anyway, right. But if you're Moline, you're just telling yourself, get to that sideline.
Yeah, the more time they have, the better at this point.
Whole bunch of misdirections from the quarterback, Taylor. Bennett's interior defensive line, though, knew exactly where that ball was going. Another handoff up the gut for a short gain.
Yeah, they'll give those to him all day because, again, with the score the way it is, it's going to take a number of those to do any damage. And you're right, that clock is barely moving here in the second half.
Yep. They're going to give a couple more yards to the sophomore running back, Warren, on the carry. Mark it 2nd and 5. Under 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Still plenty of action. This will be a give to Mark Carey across the right side. Just running right behind that right side of the offensive line. But he looks shaken up after that play.
He does, yeah, a little slow getting up. Looks like it was enough for a first down. They're going to move the chains.
Set up at the 31-yard line. McQueen Jr. back in. Clock continuing to roll under 4.5 minutes, and again, a very lackadaisical approach getting to the line by the Maroons as a whistle is called on the field. A Benet player will have to check out. Don't know if that's a helmet issue or I believe there's some blood from the turf. So you got to get that cleaned up.
Yes, sir.
That is Martin Radkowski. We've called his name plenty tonight.
We certainly have. Yeah, clock continues to run. As you said, not a lot of urgency at all out of the Moline Maroons over there.
Just watched about 1.5 minutes run off the clock.
Very interesting, yes.
1st and 10. Sends Connor Schnell in motion. This will be a pitch to the left side over to Carey. Carey tries to cut up across the far hash, and he gets stiffed out for no gain, maybe even a loss.
It's a good, strong tackle by the Benet Academy there to keep that at a small gain.
Radkowski gets patched up. He's back in. Martin Wadka, one of the rotational defensive linemen, into the game as well. Another minute running off the clock, about 3.5 to go in this third quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Maroons. This is, again, another handoff. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Head coach Mike Morrissey just spamming the inside rush button.
Absolutely. So flag down, that'll stop the clock, and we await the penalty.
Two officials gathering together. It's signaling against the Red Wings. So a couple more yards for the Maroons.
So that will give them a first down and bring them inside the red zone now, Sam.
A 10-yard penalty against Benet. Yeah, right at the edge of the red zone. And this is about just beyond the cap of the Maroon kicking, comfortable zone.
Yes.
But at the same time, 21-point ball game with about 15 minutes to go. I don't think you're going for 3. I think you have to go for 7.
Yeah, no, I agree, Sam. I think at this point you're looking at 4-down territory across the board. So
Taylor looking to throw for the end zone, has a man, one-on-one, barely overthrown. Trying to find Chase Marner, who had that great touchdown grab earlier.
He did, and it was a good play right there. It was close, but just mildly overthrown. Not a lot of room there left in the corner of the end zone. So good defense by Benet. Going to bring up a 2nd down.
Marner with a strong post route, but several Benet defenders was tracking that number 9 jersey the entire way. Another penalty being called against the Red Wings. So Moline will march even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, Bennett's got to settle down there, keep the penalties in check. This is giving Moline a couple more free yards here. It looks like they're going to be first down at about the 12.
There. Moline able to be slow to the line here as the clock is stopped at 2:47. Chain Gang's got it marked as 2nd and about 4. This will be a handoff to Carey. Gets picked up in the backfield and driven backwards. Declan Walsh on the stop. Walsh, one of a few D1 commits on this Benet team. He's headed up to Minnesota to St. Thomas.
Good school. Good school up there in Minnesota.
The Tommies just recently made that jump from D3 to D1 a couple years back.
Nice.
Joe Rohde headed to Butler. And plenty of other players on both teams garnering college interest. Just over 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. An easy handoff and an easier score. Mark Carey, the sophomore, needling through the offensive line, and an easy rush there.
Well, another methodical drive by Moline, certainly aided by a number of penalties on Benet to bring it in for another 7, bring this down to a 2-possession game. So exactly what Moline needed. Like I said, got a little bit of help from the Benet penalties, and Benet will be getting the ball back with a little over 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. This is a big kick here. This keeps it at 2 possessions. Field goal kicking has been a little inconsistent, though not tonight for Moline. Moline's been strong on the extra points here, so we await the extra point in a 35-20 game. I'll be curious to see how Benet controls the clock getting the ball. They're probably incorporating a couple more runs. Kick is up is good. Kick is up and good, and that'll make it a 2-possession game and a 35-21 lead for the Benet Academy. A little over 2 minutes, 2:08 left here in the third quarter. Benet awaiting the ball.
Moline chipping into that 21-point deficit, now a 14-point contest, 35-21 in favor of the Red Wings here at home. 2:08 left to go in this third quarter, as Moline will kick it away. The maroon kick, low, awkward spin, lands at the 15 and rolls. This will be picked up and returned inside the 9-yard line, returned by Luke Doyle. A desperation return there after he saw that that ball was going to stay in bounds, and he's going to be pinned inside his own 15, and more penalty flags fly. Some words being exchanged after the whistle.
Yeah, good pickup there. I mean, the option there is either let it go into the end zone or pick it up and run it out. So with where he was, he could very well have let that go, but at the same time, it's a good return. They'll have first down and 10, inside their own 15.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Benet.
Yeah, Bennett's taking a lot of penalties, and it's, at this point, they're still in pretty good shape, but that can come back and get you with the number of yards that they're giving Moline in penalties. This will back them up half the distance and make the field even longer. So this is a big stop for Moline. If Moline can make a stop, they've got a full quarter to go here, and only a 2-possession game at this point. So Benet is kind of shooting themselves in the foot at this point. They need to get a little more discipline with regard to the way they're playing.
The heels in his end zone. An easy give. Oh, my goodness. Martin Radkowski untouched into the end zone. 3 defenders can try to catch up to him, and he'll just shrug it off. Benet waits to celebrate. More penalties are thrown, but Benet is hesitant to celebrate another one-play scoring drive.
Sam, the size of the holes that these guys are opening up on the offensive line for Benet is incredible. He ran straight through that, and as you mentioned, was untouched going into the end zone, probably about 85 yards. So, yeah, a really great run. But, again, the holes that this offensive line is opening up, like you said earlier, the best friend of a quarterback or a running back is the offensive line. And he had a lot of room to get through, and then it's just a 90-yard sprint at that point. So Benet with another big break, another big run, a lot of rushing yards here in the second half, and they open this back up to a 3-possession lead.
Have yourself a game, Marty Radkowski. Extra point is through. Benet has quickly gone back to doubling Moline here tonight, 42-21. Still in the third quarter, 1:51 to go before the final quarter of action.
Yeah, safe to say that Redkowski is well over 100 yards rushing tonight, so probably about 85 on that one alone and another 50 starting the second half. So
credit him 93 on that rush.
93, thank you. 93, and so he's got to be over 140 yards on the night, which is an incredible night for Redkowski, having himself one heck of a night here at Benedictine University.
Redkowski had a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown last week at Hillcrest. Benet in that one, 28 unanswered points.
Yeah, Martin Redkowski having a heck of a game, 5'11", 170, a senior, and off to a great start this year, off to a great start tonight, racking up a number of rushing yards. So playing a heck of a game on the offensive side of the ball. Been a big contributor for Benet here tonight with his second touchdown right there.
Let's see if Moline can handle the kickoff from the young Michael Conway. It's been a talking point all night. This kick, very powerful, fielded at the 1 yard line. And the good old high school football rule of he crossed the plane, that's an automatic touchback. Looked like Mark Carey wanted to bring that one out, but play gets whistled dead.
Yeah, with the momentum of the kick, it looked like it brought him just back into the end zone. Referee right on top of it to make that call. And like you said, in high school football, it's going to bring him out to the 20 for the automatic touchback. So 80 yards to go, and boy, anything can happen here tonight, Sam. We've seen it all. We've seen some rushing touchdowns, some passing touchdowns. We've seen a number of turnovers, some really good football all around. And despite what a close first half we had, it's been blown open here in the second half.
Maroons trying to see if they can get their own one-play scoring drive. They'll start with a give to Elijah Warren across the left side. Gain of maybe 1 or 2 yards behind the left tackle. Clock continues to roll down. And again, still Moline very complacent with letting the clock roll.
Yeah, not a lot of urgency. They did such a good job at the end of the first half with their 4-minute offense, and since then have been a little bit slow to get to the line. And
this will be on 2nd and 9, a handoff across the right side. Taylor sent a man in motion, trying to give an extra block, but Benet doing a good job containing. Daniel Flores on the tackle. I definitely need to correct myself earlier after crediting Nolan Ducey with the pick 6. That was obviously Daniel Flores, as much as I would love to see a kicker pull off something that athletic. Daniel Flores in the all black today.
Hey, a lot of things going on here, Sam. It's a great call, and it's all good. And
although Nolan Ducey's been having a much better game than last week, you talked about his confidence from week to week. As this play gets whistled dead, false start against the Maroons. So from 3rd and manageable to 3rd and long, and I dropped the manageable tag because they've been having a big trouble with anything past 3rd and 6 tonight.
They have. Yeah, they're having a hard time throwing the ball. They're running the ball effectively, but this is a long ask on a run, so we'll see exactly how this one plays out. But big 3rd down, they're still really deep in their own zone. I think if they go for it on 4th down here, they're pretty much they have to make it at that point. So I don't know that they would do that.
Just about half a minute left in this 3rd quarter. The officials making sure that this clock is rolling.
Yeah, it had stopped inadvertently, by the way, for a few moments, which I'm not sure exactly why that was, but it's running now. So
faking the handoff, Taylor looks to throw, has a man behind the line of scrimmage.
That's
targeting
incomplete.
to Nolan Ducey. Play was incomplete. Heavy hit from the Benet defender, Radkowski, on the coverage.
Yeah, good hit. Looked like he might have held on had he not got hit as hard as he did. So the ball does go incomplete. There is a flag down.
The official pointed towards the Maroons once again, so.
Okay.
And we're seeing the offense back up. So it looks like Moline will be pinned inside the red zone now. Correction, they won't move him back at all. Instead, Moline sends out their punt unit, and
yeah, so
it seems like the metaphorical white flag.
Yeah, and I'm guessing what happened there, Sam. Benet intelligently is going to decline that penalty, so that way the play stands, and it'll be 4th down and long for Moline, and it's going to force them to punt. Had they accepted the penalty, they'd go back to the 3rd down. So good call, good coaching by Benet. I agree with the call. Decline the penalty, make Moline punt, get the ball back.
Bennett's got 2 returners back deep, both of them set up at the 50. Moline's punter sends it away from the 12. Awkward spin, gets a friendly roll, though, as Moline will watch this one die at the Benet 41. So in their own territory, but pretty close to flipping the field and getting into Moline territory once again. We'll see the Red Wing offense. They won by 31 points last year out in the Quad Cities, already up by 21 here today as we approach the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, not a real strong kick, but like you said, got a real favorable bounce for Moline there. So good field position for Benet, and we'll see if they can control the clock and control the ball here. I'm expecting a run-heavy offense as we head into the end of the 3rd quarter, early in the 4th quarter, and we'll see what they do.
Doyle in motion.
Well,
more
looks like
laundry
they
on the
jumped.
field.
Yeah, looks like they jumped on that one, so that's going to cost them 5. 1st and 15 now.
Replay, 1st down, 1st and 15. And now on offense, we're seeing big number 99, Liam Rooney. So that's a terrifying sight if you're a Moline defender.
Absolutely.
6'4", 245.
That is quite the offensive specimen right there. Yes, sir.
Some additional blocking on the right side. Got time for 1, maybe 2 more plays in this 3rd quarter before we head to the 4th. In shotgun, Kubaki, handoff across the right side to Radkowski again, trying to get beyond the defender. Great form tackle there by Chase Marner on defense. Radkowski got close to the 50, but it'll be whistled down beforehand. Up comes 2nd and long as we get ready for the 4th quarter here from Lyle.
If you give your PIN or password over the phone, you might as well wallpaper your room with cash. Why don't you just use $1 bills?
Okay, these will come right off. It's just hot glue. So they gonna take it back, right? Here you go. Careful, careful.
Oh no, something spilled over here.
Isn't that putting the cart before the horse? Yep. You're not supposed to do that.
Nowadays, you have to, especially in the housing market, where you need to get a mortgage before you find the house. That's why with the Get Committed program from Compass Mortgage, you'll have a fully underwritten loan commitment that stands out even amongst cash offers. Not to mention, once you find the perfect home, you could close in as little as 15 days.
They'll learn their lesson that way.
Off this 4th quarter with a handoff to Radkowski once again across the left side. Kicks it up beyond the far hash, trying to get to the Benet 45. Gets stuffed right beforehand, though. That brings up 3rd and about 6 for the Red Wings.
Well, like you said, Sam, they went behind Liam Rooney on the right side, gave the ball to Radkowski for a nice gain at the end of the 3rd quarter, went back to him again here to start the 4th quarter. And as I imagine, they will keep the ball on the ground as much as possible, run as much time off this clock as they can. They're in good possession here of a 3-possession lead, and they'll take as much time as they can in the huddle and slow things down a little bit.
In shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Kubaki trying to draw Moline off sides again. We've seen plenty of penalties fly from both teams. I'm buying a lottery ticket. I just called it. Another penalty flag flies. This one from the back judge beyond the defense. There was some elegance in the throw. as a whistle is dead now. As some Moline players are waiting for the delay of game signal, as Kubaki certainly took his time.
Yeah.
As Benet starts retreating. So it'll be 3rd and a long 11.
Yeah, you want to take your time in the huddle, but you want to make sure you're getting those plays off on time so that you're not getting backed up, because they still want to keep the ball. 3rd and 11 is going to be a tough one.
And now another whistle as nobody called the timeout. At least nobody frantically signaled the timeout. The play clock has to be adjusted from 10:59 to 11:05. At least that's what I'm hearing somebody yell. Play clock gets fixed. They add 6 seconds to the contest. 3rd and long. Kubaki in shotgun. 5 yards back, dropping to pass. Pressure immediately coming to the near side. Kubaki looks to air it out and throws it towards the 50 behind his sideline. So 4th and long now, and looks like Benet will send out the punt team. So
Yeah,
that penalty proves costly.
It does. It does. Yeah. Anytime you got to get backed up 5 more yards, it can be tough, and that's exactly what we just saw there. So they'll have to punt it away and go back to defense, and again, still protecting a 3-possession lead. So. Hard to believe, Sam, it was 88 degrees yesterday and a beautiful day. It's a gorgeous night out here, but much, much cooler. I'm watching the players putting layers on as we get into the evening here, and the temperature's dropping down a little chilly out here at this point.
Chase Marner on the return has a hole across the near side, lowers his shoulder and gets some favorable field position. And I was going to mention as we were getting ready for the punt, I wonder if the cooler temperatures have any sort of effect on the players, and quite frankly, a hard time catching the ball tonight. There's no better way to put it.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. You're right. Moline's catch on the last reception was the first one they caught clean in a while. So, yeah, it could very well have something to do with them out there. Much cooler than when we started the game, probably about 70 degrees at game time, and that's certainly not the case now.
So 10:45 to go in regulation. Moline looking for a miracle to maybe try and get to a second overtime game in as many weeks. Week 1 was a thriller, 41-40 overtime victory, but in that one they had the lead and allowed Rockwood Summit to climb back in before securing the victory in OT. This one, Moline's got a lot of work to do, and that run across the right side is going to go for about no gain.
Yeah, certainly anything can happen. High school football, anything can happen. Bennett's taking a lot of penalties tonight. So it seems to be a safe 3-possession lead at this point, but hey, that's why we stick around, right, Sam? Anything can happen here. We've seen both teams score quickly, so it'll be interesting to see how the last 10 minutes of this plays out.
Clock continuing to roll. 2nd and long. Under center. Another handoff to Warren. Looks like the turf monster got underneath him. Legs got clipped from underneath.
And Benet staying aggressive against the run, putting 5 men on the defensive line. So again, they're playing the run, which is making sense. That's been Moline's kind of bread and butter the whole night. They've liked to control the clock. They've liked to run the ball. They've done it effectively. The offensive line has been strong. So Benet now stacking 5 men at the line, trying to reduce the probabilities of those runs being successful.
Liam Rooney, pegged before the season as one of the best interior defensive linemen in the area. Oh my goodness! Who else? Number 99, the big fella, Liam Rooney, nearly untouched into the backfield. Pulled off a wrestling move there, throwing Eli Taylor to the ground.
He certainly did. Great penetration into the backfield, and then once he got there, he wasn't missing. Like you said, good aggressive tackle, clean tackle, but took him right to the ground. So big loss for Moline. Great defensive play by Benet.
And now 4th and 14, and Moline forced to go for it. Saw some punts earlier from the Maroons when we felt like they could have gone for it, but now 3-possession game, not that much time left. Fake, they'll stepping up. It's Taylor diving for the first down.
That's a good aggressive play. He appears to have gotten it if he's in bounds.
Yeah, that was almost looked like a design quarterback run after no open receiver. Pretty much all of them just ran right to the first down marker, turned around, waited for the ball, and as soon as they turned, they saw Taylor already using his legs to pick up first down himself.
Yeah, I like the full extension of the arms to get the ball out across the yard to gain marker, and a good aggressive play by the quarterback. So yeah, it keeps this drive alive, keeps this game alive with a little over 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
That certainly would have been one of, if not the final nails in the coffin. Taylor looking to air it out deep down the far sideline, and an overthrown ball for the running back, Mark Carey.
Yeah, well overthrown. That's one of those examples where they deemed that an uncatchable ball. That ball was so far overthrown that even if there was some contact, you're not going to get a penalty called on that. So makes a 2nd and long.
.8:24 remaining.
Yeah, after a long ride in, like you said, a couple hours, they played really well in that first half, but it's certainly started to fade here as we go into the second half. Of course, that's quick score by Benet to start the second half certainly helps.
A pitch across the left side, and he gets his bell rung. Mark Carey on the near side. And a healthy hit by Joe Rohde.
Why is the clock stopped? That's very odd. We're at 8:14. The clock stopped.
It looked like for a second they were going to stop the clock because Joe Rohde signaled to the Moline sideline to get a trainer, but it was such a quick move
that makes sense on the
Carey
clock. Carey
immediately popped right back up and said, "No, I'm okay." I guess part of that was Rohde saying, "I hit you pretty good. You might need a trainer."
Yeah, good call on that, Sam. Yeah.
We've got 3rd and a manageable 7 for the Maroon offense on the nearest hash. Got another report from Jack McGrath coming up, but let's wait and see if Taylor can make something happen again. Sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, looking to pass across the right side, in and out of the hands, nearly intercepted. Looking for number 16, Alex Rubank, the first time we've called his name all night, and after it got beyond him, it was almost picked off by Sean McKeek. So as we get ready for 4th down, let's introduce Jack McGrath back to the booth.
Yeah, you see that pass a little bit overthrown. I'm not sure this has too much to do with it, but down on the field, there has been a slight breeze recently. The wind's definitely picked up down there. It's to the backs of Moline right now. Given the situation, you're going to expect Benet to keep the ball on the ground, but I will see if they do so a little bit more because the wind's going to be right in their face as they try to drive down the field.
All right, thanks, Jack. 7:34 to go here in this contest. Benet looking for one more stop and then trying to just eat out as much clock as possible. Taylor hit as he throws from behind, has a man diving for the first down marker. And Moline is going to be just short. The official on the far side said that his foot nicked the sideline before reaching. A great grab and a good route, but the official says that just barely he was out of bounds.
Yeah, that's where, again, you want to fully extend as best you can. He seemed to do that, but just coming up a little bit short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs, first down for Benet. So big stop there, and I'm expecting Benet to go run heavy now as far as the rest of the game. Offensive line controlling that offensive line, put the ball in the hands of your running back, and try to run this timeout.
7:29 to go. We very well could just see Benet do their best impression of Moline, nothing but inside runs.
Absolutely.
Great attempt by Marcus McQueen Jr. trying to extend for the first down. Some frustration on the sideline from number 3 at Moline.
And like Jack was saying, with the wind coming against them, you're not going to see as many passes. And so, yeah, looking for a run-heavy offense here from Benet.
Well, we're going to see the Red Wings, mirror Moline again with how okay they were with letting the clock run out as their approach to the line.
Yeah, that's where it's unfortunate that we're not able to see the play clock, because I'm imagining they're going to let that thing go down. At this point, you want to let that thing go down to around inside 5 seconds on each play, and that's what they're doing now. You can see they line up, they get themselves in position, then they go back and check the call. So they're going to take all the time they can off the play clock before they start running plays. And even the passes you want to keep very simple, very short. You want to make them very attainable, high probability passes to where you can catch them, keep the ball moving, and stay in bounds.
We're seeing more rotational players being used as well.
Well, good opportunity for Benet to get some players in there who may not play as often as some of the others. You want to make sure your team is deep. You want to make sure the player behind you is as strong as you are. And this is a good opportunity with a 3-possession lead and 6 minutes left in the game to get some players in who may not play as often in there in case they're ever needed. You want to get them real game experience, and nothing teaches better than in-game experience.
Looking to air it out across the middle of the field. Kubaki overthrows his man. Receiver downfield is Luke Wilds looking for a flag. Not going to get it, though. And from 3rd and 10 to now 4th down, let's see what Benet does if they punt it away. Deep in their own territory, it seems like they have to flip the field. They will. Luke Wilds will set up, ready to punt this one away. His heels set up right around the 12-yard line.
Still a great crowd here with, this late in the 4th quarter. Benet, supported very well by their home fans and seeing a good football game and a good win tonight, seemingly for Benet.
Low snap. Wild's punt is sent away. Mishandled at the 40. Benet falls on it. McQueen Jr. has trouble with it, and it's another turnover, and the Red Wings back on offense.
Sam, you've been saying it all night, and I think that's probably the 4th or 5th one that we've seen. This is the first one that cost them, but there have been so many balls that have been muffed or just bobbled by Moline on the receptions, whether they be on the kickoffs or the punts, and they were getting away with it earlier in the game, but this one cost them big, and it's going to end up being the Benet ball at the Maroon 41-yard line. So big turnover, another big turnover from Moline, and that should pretty much clinch this one. So certainly something that you might see Moline practicing next week. At least if I'm coaching this team, I'm going to grab the special teams coach, and they're going to be working a lot on these catches and putting them in front of a jugs machine, making sure that they can get their hands right, because the turnovers are really becoming a problem.
Looking to turn more special teams into offense. All 3 phases as some players get chippy on the near side of the field, but Ryan Kubaki kept that one himself for a short gain.
I believe that's Moline's 3rd turnover, and Benet has captured 14 points off turnovers already with an opportunity to get another 7. So
definitely a lesson during Monday film.
Yeah, it's a big part of the game. Those turnovers and the points off turnovers are really the difference in the game. It's a 3-possession game right now, and 2 of those touchdowns came off turnovers.
Clock continues to wind down, under 5 minutes to go. 58 degrees. Happy September. So, talked a little bit earlier about the change in temperature potentially affecting the footballs. It's not going to affect Luke Doyle on this reception. Another touchdown for Benet. Kubaki hit as he threw. Luke Doyle down the near sideline, one-on-one, goes up with it, comes down, and waltzes his way into the end zone. Benet now 48 points, looking to get them 49, as this has just become a drubbing.
Great pass by Kubaki, put it in an area where his receiver could go get it, made a great catch on it, and a great spin-off and getting into the end zone, and like you said, at 48 points tonight. So great play by Benet. That's a nice way to go into the final minutes here of the 4th quarter, and another great pass got by Kubaki.
Snap and hold, both good. Kick gets whistled away. Right down the middle by Daniel Flores, the kicker. Excuse me, made that correction earlier. It's the younger fellow, Michael Conway. Good once again. 49-21, 4:53 to go.
I do like the special teams on Benet, the way that they've been able to, convert on every extra point. They're playing good fundamental football, and they're off to a 2-0 start, so they are well on their way here as they get the season going. So got a full season ahead of them. Some good games coming up in the coming weeks, and tonight will be a fun one to celebrate with their first home win of the year.
And there's a lot of promise. Benet, we mentioned, gone 4-5 in the same record the last 3 seasons. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2019. 4 of the opponents this year, Hillcrest, St. Viator, Mount Carmel, and Naz Academy, all playoff teams. And then some very high-quality opponents as well. to round out the rest of the schedule. But as a team, again, you don't want to count your eggs before they hatch, but you're a team that's gone 4-5 the last couple of years. You already start off 2-0. Going to be some confidence going around the halls of Benet Academy next week.
Absolutely, and well-deserved. They're playing good football. Again, you want to improve week to week. You know, from one week to another, you want to continue to improve and build on what you're doing. And like you said, there's some tough games coming up there. Nazareth's a tough opponent, and certainly Mount Carmel's going to be tough. So it doesn't get a lot easier, but they look strong and well prepared to go forward.
Moline's going to return this one, and more flags fly. Good return by number 25, Drew Vandevoort. So the officials, again, just having to talk to the Benet players saying, guys, clean it up.
Yeah, it's hard to say if he was out of bounds when he made that tackle. It looks like it could be an unsportsmanlike, but we'll wait for the call officially.
This will be against Moline, as we've got a mic set up for the official. Didn't have it in the first half, but it's now connected. 10-yard penalty. So Moline retreats back deep into their own territory at the 24-yard line.
That's a good call by the officials there. So good, clean play by Benet. Unfortunate hold for Moline.
Trying to make this game close. Here come the Maroons. A handoff right up the middle once again. It's Vandevoort. So we're seeing more rotational guys. We may have called the last of Elijah Warren and Mark Carey tonight. Two sophomores who have done a great job for Moline. And you talk about a bell cow back, but when it's the same play on repeat, it's very easy for the defense to adjust.
Absolutely. Did you see this coming, Sam, after the end of the first half? Because I didn't see this coming with this kind of a second half from Benet.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about drives lasting, half a quarter.
Right.
Tied at 14-all, and then Bennett's just able to rattle off turnovers, defense into offense, and a one-play scoring drive multiple times will help your mojo as well.
Yeah, I mean, first play of the second half, they're scoring, and like you said, they've had two of those, and then two turnovers, and actually 3 turnovers, and 21 points off turnovers. So yeah, that's a difference. The ball the most is going to lose, and that's certainly the case tonight. And then, like you said, a couple of quick strike runs, specifically from Benet, has made a real big second half for them.
We already looked at what Bennett's got next. Moline, they were another 4-5 team last year, but they were 9-2 in 2022 and 2021. They've got some tough competition as well out west in the Western Big Six. Pegged to finish second behind last year's champions of the conference, Quincy. Everybody was citing that 2023 was just a down year for Moline. Hoping to bounce back. They returned 7 guys on offense and 4 on defense.
Well, they're 1-1. You got to learn from this one and put this one away. Like I said, the turnovers is really what cost them. If they can fix that and clean that up, they've got a couple of things that they can focus on the bright side. So
there's another give to Vandevoort, diving forward and getting the first down. Just yet, but enough to move the chains. Clock stops at 2:50 to go, and Moline playing for pride at this point, trying to make this a 49-28 affair.
Yes, sir.
And Moline, it looks like, is, we talked about it pretty much all game, certainly okay with letting the clock run down.
Yeah, no, not a lot of urgency shown throughout the game, and right now they're content to just kind of run a few plays, probably got some other players in there.
Flags fly. This one might be coming back.
That's a nice run, would seem to be in the area of a hold. We'll wait to get the official call from the officials.
It's never a good sign when, as soon as you make a great rush for about 15 yards, you immediately start running back to the line of scrimmage.
Yes, no, that's not good at all.
Another penalty against the Maroons, and this one is going to back them up back into their own territory.
Yeah, as suspected, holding on the Maroons. That'll back them up, like you said. Sam, have you been to the Quad Cities before?
I have. I've spent plenty of time in Augustana University.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. I'm a hockey fan, and I've been up to a Quad City Mallards game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of fun. Great area up there. We always enjoy going up there. Not too far from here. Like you said, we're about 2 hours, 15 minutes or so.
Yep.
But, yeah, great area. Always had a good time up there. So
Another handoff right up the middle. It's Vandevoort finding a hole, slicing through defenders, back into Benet territory. And he ain't hear no bell. He's playing until the final whistle. Drew Vandevoort, high-quality carry there.
which is what you want to see out of all your players. You know, you want to play this thing right to the end. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just do your job, do the best you can, you know, and continue to improve week to week. Because this is one game, and whether you lose by one or you lose by 21, 20, a number of points, you know, it's only one game. It's only one loss.
Still have the opportunity to run a 2-minute offense, though. Just under 2 minutes to go. Taylor fakes the handoff, looks to pass, has a man at the 30. Receiver barreling forward, making one man miss. It's Nolan Ducey.
Yeah, they're trying to end the game with some momentum. It's a nice play, nice catch, nice reception.
Some of the higher tempo plays we've seen so far tonight from the Maroons. 90 seconds to go. From the far hash. Under center, it's Taylor. Whole lot of misdirection in the backfield. This will be another handoff to Vandevoort. And again, just barreling his way through, keeping those legs churning, refusing to go down after first contact. Inside the 10 and inside 60 seconds. Correction, they'll stop the clock to move the chains once again. Up comes first and goal.
The offensive line still producing nice holes for the running backs, and Moline's still moving the ball well on the ground. I mean, you know, looking at scoring 28 points, not a bad night. Again, you clean up the turnovers, you clean up, you know, a couple of the defensive miscues, and you're in the ball game. So, but certainly some things to clean up on the Moline's end.
This is a Moline team that scored 23 points per game last year and allowed 24. So plenty of close games. For Benet, they only scored 20 points per game last year. As Vandevoort will walk into the end zone untouched. Credit the Moline offensive line there for an easy hole. Moline faithful who made the trip 2.5 hours east. Rocking a hip hip hooray chant. Good to see positive vibes only from the student section in the complete opposite of Bennett's blackout tonight. I can't tell if that's construction, neon, 70. There's a lot of neon green, fluorescent orange as well.
There certainly is, and you got to love the enthusiasm and the energy of high school football on a beautiful Friday night. So great to be here, and great to see them sticking around to the end and keeping up their enthusiasm and, like you said, their positivity.
Going for two across the right side. It'll be a give to number 33, Garrett Schramm, who gets in for the 2-point conversion. Still 24 seconds to go, so we'll see a kickoff and then a knee.
That's what you're expecting.
But brings it to a 20-point game. Another penalty added on that play, but at this point, I think the officials are ready to warm up.
Yeah, they're out there in short sleeves still, man.
I don't like
they
seeing 60 degrees this early into the season. I'm not
oh,
gonna lie.
my gosh.
Vibes are at an all-time high here in Lisle.
Yeah, just go to me and I'll see.
Are we on? Yeah, whenever you get a player grittying as he runs out to a kickoff, vibes are up. 49-29. Benet ready to kneel away this ball game and start the 2024 season 2-0. Still got to do a kickoff and a kneel down, though. no onside formation from either team, so not going to expect that much trickery with half a minute left.
Yes, no, 24 seconds, not much time left at all. Like you said, I think we got it. We'll see a kickoff and a kneel down. Oh,
the fake
onside.
kickoff and more penalties. That's something that you always watch, during study hall. You're not paying attention. You look up smartest NFL plays all time, 1,000 IQ plays, and think back to Pat McAfee when he was kicking for the Colts against the Texans, and he does that he does the delayed onside where nobody's near him and he just recovers it himself.
That's a great call, Sam. I like that one, yeah. Or the call by Sean Payton with the Saints in the Super Bowl against the Colts, onside kick to start the second half. So, yeah, some really good ones there. Those are good calls.
But with the element of surprise now ruined.
Yes, the rules changed quite a bit.
This short kick fielded at the Benet 41 as one of the players on the front lines just takes a knee and falls on it. Luke Wilds downs it. So 22 seconds to go. We'll just see Ryan Kubacki drop to a knee.
Sam, many thanks to you tonight. Great job. We really enjoyed working with you. Thanks to our camera crew and our entire staff for the stats and everybody doing everything they could do to make this broadcast as strong as possible. Love working with the folks at Benet, and love coming out and enjoying a great game and being able to call a great game. So pleasure working with you, and always an enjoyable time.
Of course, and again, it's a great start for us for the high school season. Didn't have the chance to broadcast last week, but good to be back on a mic as Kubacki drops to a knee. As the teams will gather at the 50 as we wait for triple zeros. I don't think the score's changing, though, Jerry. I believe we're going to see this one end 49-29 in favor of the Red Wings, who starts 1-0 at home this year and 2-0 on the season.
Quite a second half for Benet. A lot of credit to them. They came out, did some great things, put up a lot of points in the second half, played strong defensive, strong offensive game, good special teams, took advantage of the turnovers, and like you said, they're 2-0 and 1-0 here at home at Illinois Benedictine. So great night, enjoyable night, and glad everybody can come out, and thanks to everybody who viewed the game on the live stream with us, and looking forward to seeing everybody again soon.
Plenty of learning moments for Moline this week as they take the long trip back to the Quad Cities. Between the penalties, the turnovers, and just overall smarter football, lots to learn. And Benet, don't get me wrong, you can be very happy with this win, but still plenty to take away as well.
Absolutely. Always things you can improve on, always things you can get better at, and the more you do that, the stronger you become, so that come playoff time, you're ready to go and go out after a state championship.
Your final from Lyle, Benet 49 and Moline 29. The Red Wings victorious here at home. That's going to do it for this presentation of IHSA football on Sports Broadcast Solutions. For Jerry Baldwin, I'm Sam Corbett. We're going to take a break, and then in a couple minutes, we've got the post-game interview with Jack McGrath coming up right here on SBS.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway, a 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3, the power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape, but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.